Today is Saturday. It's in the evening. What time is it? 9:43. I didn't go out do the Uber. But anyway, I didn't want to go out. I was tired, so I didn't go out. I didn't go out and do the hustle. And in America, hustling is everything. Over here, I think in America we got God, money, hustling, getting that bag, and then everything else comes after that. Family, friends, everything is comes way down the line. First of all, it's like I said, God first, hustling, making money, the grind, the rat race. That's what. Hey, that's what. That's everything. Anyway, today's topic is porn, and that's an interesting topic, and maybe it's more. I think it's more important in today's world where porn is so easily available. But I personally am against porn, and for the reasons that are very simple. To me, I think porn kills the imagination. Porn is a destroyer of the imagination. I'm old enough to remember when porn wasn't easily available, when the only porn you could get was through magazines. And then you had the VHS tapes, and you have the DVDs and all that and then I remember that period of time. So so even watching porn was especially if you lived with your parents, you really had to time it when your parents went out of the house. So and then you had to hide the material. You had to hide the if you had a VHS tape, you had to hide it. If you had DVDs, you had to hide them. In a lot of cases, one did not have a TV. One did not have a TV in their room or a DVD player, so you had to kind of wait till everybody was out of the house and then watch it. So there was always that sneaking part of watching it. So you couldn't access it as easily as you can right now in your phone. You could go in your house, in your bedroom, lock your door, and you have it's there. It's easily accessible. So, but like I said, porn destroys the imagination. I remember when I was in high school, how and back then, like I said, the cool dudes they got the girl. That's always been like that. But so one you can picture the environment. I mean, everybody knows how that environment is. And if you were not the one of the cool dudes, you just dreamed about having a girlfriend. You would fantasize about the girl you like, that kind of thing. You had a crush on somebody. And I remember in high school, I used to, if I used to, I could actually, even this doesn't apply so much to porn, but remember, I could take a vehicle and modify the vehicle from the front to the back, meaning I would change stuff in the engine, I would change stuff in the interior like seats, steering wheel, cosmetic stuff, and then I would do a body kit. But anyway, same thing with applied with when I was thinking about being with a woman. I could actually, I didn't necessarily sleep with them, but I could imagine hanging out with a girl, going on a date, kissing her. I mean, all the awkward stuff that a teenager thinks about. And later on, as I matured, meaning that by just using your imagination, you can actually create it might sound cheesy to somebody else, and then you might come off as being a loser, but meaning that you can actually create a scenario where you take a girl out on a date, you guys even date for a few months, and then you guys have, she comes to your place, you guys get in the bed, and you play that whole scenario, and you try to make it as realistic as possible, meaning that it's not like sometimes I read literature with erotic stories, and the best stories are the ones that build a narrative, meaning that some of the stories you read are like bullshit. Come on. I mean, the guy goes to a bar, he's sitting at a bar, all of a sudden there's this beautiful, you know, Miss America there, and then he meets her, he talks, he charms her, they go back to his place and they get it on. Come on, man. Life doesn't work like that. So anyway, so just using your imagination, you could create a scenario where you met a girl, you hung out with her for a period of time, you build it up, and then you took her to bed, and then you could kind of play that you're in bed with her, and through with that, you could actually fantasize about being with women without. And I think that's what's lost with porn, meaning that the more you watch porn, the more you lose that, because there's no point. What's the need of? There's no need of you to fantasize about it. You can go find it in pornography. You can just turn it on and it's right there, and you jack off, and then you release, and then you feel good. But the problem with porn also, because a lot of porn right now doesn't have a narrative, and and it, it's, and even if it has a narrative, it's very simple, kind of insulting actually in the way porn works, where these people go from 0 to 100 in like I don't know how many. It's like a freaking supercar. It's like one of those whatever. It's like a Veyron, you know. They so it messes with people's minds, meaning that the process of meeting somebody and getting them, having sex with them. Okay, yeah, you can do one night stands, but it's a process. I mean, somebody decent. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about one night stand. I'm not talking about passport bros going to whatever they're going to Brazil or Venezuela and paying somebody. I'm talking about the process of actually meeting somebody, getting comfortable with somebody. It's a process. I mean, because even me, I've been through the process. It takes a while. I mean, it might take. People are different, and the people are different. What might take one guy 6 months might take another guy 2 weeks. That's how life is. Whatever it is, but anyway, it's a process to get there, and I think that's what porn destroys. And also, porn has really messed people up by thinking that people are. It's really destroyed people, meaning that people think now that you can meet a girl and take her to bed in like what? In like a one. I mean, it's like what? In a week, 2 weeks, maybe a month. People don't want to put in the time to get to know somebody, put in the time to like I said, to know somebody, to really invest in somebody. But like I said, it might not be worth it. I don't blame. I think the reason why porn works in today's world is, but it's because really it's not worth investing in anybody. I mean, if you look at America right now, you are wasting your freaking time thinking that you can go out there, really, you can go out of there, meet somebody, date them, invest in them, have a relationship, and then build something. For that one, out of 100 people, you can maybe, out of 100, maybe even one, if you take a range of 100 people in a city, you line them up of your age group, basically from 25 to 35, ladies will forever, ladies or men forever. I bet you the finding somebody you can even do somebody who you can even make a life with. I don't know what my thoughts are. My thoughts are jumbled up. It's nearly impossible. Anyway, so like I said, that's why porn works in today's world. But like I said, the problem is that it destroys even me sometimes, and I catch myself because I'm an older dude, and I don't like to think that way. Sometimes I catch myself like you wanna go there just you wanna get laid. Nothing wrong with getting laid, but you forget that so porn has made people are just chasing the one night stand kind of thing. And to me, the one night stand, it might be good. It might be it might be exciting to go meet somebody, but then that comes with a lot of pitfalls. First of all, you're inviting a stranger to your house, or you're going to a stranger's house. Some of these, I'm talking down from a dude's point of view. Before I go to a lady's house, some of these women have got stupid boyfriends. They got so many idiots right now, or freaking dudes in the who have been in the friend zone. You, or ex-boyfriends who are like stupid, immature people. You don't know how they're gonna react. I'm not going over there trying to fight somebody or shoot somebody or get shot. And then, like I said, diseases too. If that person is going, if that person is willing to go with you for a one night stand, they probably have taken other people. You never know. But I mean, doesn't mean they have done that. But I'm just saying, disease is also an issue. I mean, in a one night stand situation, do you even have a condom? Does you even have protection at a house? You know, that's the thing. The excitement, you're horny, you get to the house, there's no condom, and then you just you do it. I mean, like I said, that's those are situations, and especially been drinking. So those are those risky situations you can put yourself into in that type of a situation. And then also there's always the issue of the girl, I'm not trying to pick on women, but there's also the issue of her saying that you took advantage of her, you assaulted her. She's drunk, you're drunk. She goes home, wakes up, and she has a. I guess even everybody, even women these days, I guess they have post nut clarity. She, and also you do a bad job. You go there, you last 1 minute. She doesn't like it. She wakes up and she's like, damn, what the hell? Who's this in my bed? I got this ugly dude in my bed. Oh man, let me call the cops. Like I said, anything can happen. So like I said, the risks are there. So that's where, like I said, to me, I think porn has destroyed that connection between two people. And like I said, there's some good porn out there. There's like Abby Winters. Abby Winters, Australian, is very decent. It's mostly if they are two, the boy girl, they are couples, so there's intimacy. They know each other. The girl, those ones are like people, but even then they are regular people. They are not porn stars. And then so you got girls out west, the same scenario. They are not porn stars. These are people, regular people, because you can see even the body types they have there. These are not porn stars. And like I said, also the sad thing with porn is that it has now that porn star look has caught on to me, which is like the funny thing. I personally don't find porn stars attractive. The weird thing, I would marry a prostitute before I marry a porn star. I don't know why. I have nothing against porn stars, don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'll marry a prostitute before I marry a porn star. To me, I don't know why. To me, I don't know why. First of all, I don't like the look of the porn star look. And first of all, the whole thing, the whole business to me is dirty. And even it's just the fakeness of porn to me just turns me off. Meaning that I I would even date a prostitute. I mean, she ain't gonna be prostituting when I'm dating her. Like I said, I'll marry a lady who told if I met a girl and she told me she used to be a prostitute and she stopped doing that prostitute thing and and if she did it, I mean, for whatever reason, I would actually marry that one. But a porn star, I don't know. Maybe it's because maybe there's a history I can go look at, but I don't think I would ever marry a porn star. I don't. To me, maybe it's maybe I'll have nothing against it. Do whatever you want to do. It's your life. But to me, like I said, me personally, like I said, I have nothing against sex. But to me, maybe there's because there's a record of I can go look at it, which I would never do anyway. To me, that is sick. But I would marry like I said, I would marry a prostitute before I marry a porn star. So I don't, first of all, I don't even like the look of porn stars. Not that I mean they're beautiful, but I'm just saying that porn star look, especially the fake tits, that's a huge turn off. Some of them are very attractive. I'm not gonna deny. Some of them are very. You got some very natural girls who are doing it. And to me, even porn, the whole thing about porn, first of all, these scenes last too long. These scenes are like 18 minutes. I don't want to watch 18 minutes of porn. The scenes last too long. The camera shots just are just stick. You just see the penis and the going into the vagina. I mean, I don't get that whole thing. To me, like I said, the fakeness of porn turns me off. The amateur porn is interesting. There's some couples who are like, if you go to Pornhub, there are some couples who are like, they are decent amateur. And some of these couples, I mean, you can see the views, but some of the ladies, I mean, they are on another level. Like there's a couple there. I mean, some people are just, some ladies are just blessed. Cause this girl, the couple, I mean, there's a lot of that, and they're doing very well. These people are making a lot of money. I mean, this girl is beyond belief. She's got that just that's one of those things where somebody's blessed with blessed physically and just the whole package. She's the whole package, and she's like, and so that couple is making a lot of money. So so like Pornhub, the amateur stuff is decent, but even then, the problem is that right now it's so such you can't even tell what is amateur and what is the commercial, because it's all mixed in there. Some of the stuff that's claiming to be amateur, man, that's bullshit. It's all freaking commercial, filmed in a hotel somewhere. So that's the thing. I mean, some of the amateur is decent if you filter, but then the problem now you have to go there, and the more time you spend there, the more you. That's the thing. Also, the sad thing about porn is that the more time you watch it, then you can actually you can actually catch the fake stuff that tries to be amateur. But then, like I said, that's a problem with porn. The more you watch it, the more you can filter out the bullshit. But then also the other thing about porn, the other damaging thing about porn is just how addicting porn is. Porn is extremely addicting. Oh my god. Porn is very addicting. Because like I said, it's just that's dopamine. Your body's just getting that dopamine. I mean, like I said, so I'm going back to it. Like I said, the amateur stuff is okay to some extent. There's some there's some content which is, you can see it's a couple, they love each other, it's interesting, it's not short, that one is okay. But like I said, if you can really limit yourself to stick to that very small, and you're talking about very small, very, very small, tiny bit of the content, then maybe you might get away with it. But you really have to. But the porn, like everything else, porn is a slippery slope. It starts off the amateur, and then let me check out the threesome. Ooh, let me check out the whatever, and then so it keeps on, and then before long you're watching some dirty stuff. So if you can narrow it down to that, and the reason why, but the reason I say don't even go there. If you wanna, if you are a dude and you wanna look at women, and I'm not trying to be kind of sound creepy, but even going to Instagram, there are all these whatever ladies there on Instagram. Some of them I don't get it. I guess it's an age thing. Some of them, these ladies are in their majority of these ladies are in their 20s, and I don't know why they post some of these videos. Some of those ladies, I think, Instagram. Some of those people, I think, in some countries, some of those people, some of those people are like semi prostitutes in some cases, or maybe they're getting. I mean, they're getting monetized. But anyway, you go to Instagram, and I sometimes you go to Instagram and you can look at women, and sometimes you don't even have to go to the booty shaking videos, which are kind of repetitive and kind of silly. And those ones are silly to me. Those ones are like, it's a lack of imagination. But there's some other ladies who are natural, beautiful. I mean, they do wear some tight clothes. Like some of the ladies with the Somalis, it's they're wearing their loose clothing, but once in a while they'll make a dance, and then they'll kind of pull their clothing tight, and then you can see the shape of the booty. That kind of thing, to me, I find it's even more. If you're gonna watch something, you'd rather even watch that than go to Pornhub and watch porn. So Instagram, you can find, and like I said, and then it teaches your mind to. It teaches your mind to. The problem with porn also is that when you start watching porn, the only thing that arouses you is seeing a naked body, is seeing the graphic action of sex. When you train your mind to just see something sexy, like I mean, there's some Instagram videos where the girl is just walking, and it's amazing, man. I mean, it's sexy. There's something about it, and like I said, women are beautiful. I mean, once you train your mind not to be like watching porn and seeing nakedness, even something very subtle, it's very sexy and takes it to another level. And now you're training your mind to appreciate stuff that's not graphic, the subtle things. And you know, and once you train your mind, like now, even me, I can look at and not to be creepy though. One, I'm not trying to be creepy. I can look at because I it's just being noticing things. You can notice something about a woman that her husband or her boyfriend will never have noticed, and he's lived with her or knows her for a period of time. So you notice subtle things about this. I mean, women are just beautiful. You notice the sexiness of a woman, the presence of a woman, this the just being. So you're trying to rewire your brain now, not to assume, not to just think of the graphicness of the uh, graphic graphic sex, the penetrating sex, the loud, the just the nastiness. But now you rewire your brain and you start realizing being in the presence of a woman, wooing a woman, those kind of things. Even though, like I said, the world has changed. Right now, very few people are worth wooing anymore. It's, I mean, that's why now men, we are just, it's, right now for a man, you save more money. Just watch, go to Pornhub, you jack off, you come, and you come off better than trying to go meet somebody, spend money on them, get nothing. I mean, the whole purpose is not to get sex, but you're getting nothing in return. You're wooing these people who are like freaking, they're not even worth wooing. So you must well just go to the internet. It's right there. It's on your computer. You turn it on. You do what you gotta do, and you get your release, and you're happy. Instead of going out there and meeting people who really, in most cases, in at 90% of the time, they don't even deserve you. These people are some people are delusional, and then you're like, and then they're just the BS you gotta listen to. Listen to people who are, the people who are, like people. I don't know why these days people gotta pretend to be. They have things figured out. To me, it's sad. It's like, somebody in their 20s or whatever. I mean, you see 20. I see 20-year-olds on the on YouTube give talking like they got it figured out. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do. Maybe those guys got making money. I'm not. Don't get me wrong, but come on, a 20-year-old in most a 20-year-old when in a group of adults, you not even be speaking. You should be sitting back listening. But now they got it all figured out. You meet some of these ladies. I mean, nothing wrong with them. They're doing very well. I ain't knocking on them. They're doing extremely well. I mean, they're killing it, making big money. But then you listen to somebody, you're like, oh my God. I mean, first of all, you can't even make them into your wife. You can forget about it. That person. You see, they can't be a wife. They can't run a house. I mean, they're bringing home the bag. That's definitely, they got whatever they educate. They're educated. They're making a lot of money. But you can't bring her into this person is you can't make a family with that person. Not to say that the men are better. The men are no better. No, men are not doing well. Men are not bringing anything to the table. Also, I'm not trying to pick on women. Men, you get a dude there, he ain't bringing nothing to them, but he's just gonna be jealous of you. He's gonna try to control you and all that. So there's yeah. So both sides are not bringing anything to the table. So that's why. So, and I think that's a sad thing is that, and also that's a sad thing with porn also, because now people are not getting married. They're not in relationships. The only release we can get is the only way we can. Porn becomes now that's the only the escape route. I mean, that's what we can get intimate, is by watching other people have sex or watching naked bodies in front of you. That's the only way you can actually feel like you're part of something. Because porn, when you're watching it, you think it's like you're part of it. It's for a guy, for a man, because we are visual or whatever. You feel like you're interacting into it. You can get into it. You can actually. So, so that's the thing. So, it's a symptom of society. It's not gonna change. I don't see it changing anytime soon. I think it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. But me personally, I would advise young men, don't stay away from it, man. If you wanna get your, if you wanna watch, if you wanna look at women, and I don't mean that in a creepy way, but you don't even go on Instagram, and don't even go to the booty shaking videos, which or the some of those Instagram models who show their. Just go to the subtle stuff. Go to some of the stuff which ladies post from conservative countries, and watch like people. You can watch some of the ladies from Indonesia, and then you're reprogramming your mind where you're looking at you're looking at people, and then you don't. It's not immediately the clothes are loose. So now you're focusing on the other side. You're focusing now on the I don't know what to say, that your mind now has to focus more on like the look, a certain shyness, a certain coyness, something, those little subtle things that used to mean a lot. Like you'd watch a movie, and that's the thing about, I used to watch foreign films, and that's why I love foreign films, and it would be the subtle thing. I remember I watched a foreign film one time, and I can never remember the name of this film, but it was a beautiful scene. There was this scene where this guy is in love with his son's teacher. She plays the violin. So he invites her over. The father is old. He's like in his 90s or 80s. He's having a birthday. The father loves classical music. So he tells, somehow he finds that he had a parent teacher conference. So he finds out she plays the piano. Sorry, the violin. So he invites her over to the party, the party they're having for their father. And then she plays a thing for him, a fugue. I don't know what the hell that thing called. She plays a piece for him anyway. But the camera, the way I mean, that's a good thing about European cinema. Some of it, not all of it. But the way the camera pans. So the camera starts, she's playing, it starts panning around the scene. It starts panning around the environment. And then it's got a picture, it shows the dad who's enjoying the piece. It shows him, and then it shows the wife. And then the look, just the when the camera shows the wife, you can see that actually the wife has recognized, the wife can tell that the husband is in love with the teacher. I mean, and it's a subtle. In Hollywood, the Hollywood have destroyed that scene. Hollywood is their movies, everybody has to be shouting. It's like one of those movies where everybody has to shout, everybody has to show. But it was such a subtle thing. So that's what I'm talking about. If you instead of watching porn, go on Instagram and look at some of those. And like I said, don't look at the booty shaking videos. Don't look at some of those, you know, kind of, I would say, childish kind of stuff, which is, there's a lot of that on Instagram where it's too sexual. But now look at the subtle things. I mean, look at maybe follow girls from maybe more conservative societies, like people from Malaysia, from the Arab countries, and watch them. And even in the Arab countries, you gotta be careful. There's still some girls who are like overdoing it. I mean, like I said, everybody has their own. But if there's some other ladies you follow who have like they post more mature stuff, and they covered up and they more mature. But then there's a sexiness, but it's subtle though. You gotta go look for it. I mean, some of those videos you watch and it's just a play of the clothes, like the way the clothes move. I mean, you can see like the way the clothes move, and then slowly you catch a glimpse of like a. It's. I mean, I'm not trying to be. It sounds creepy, but there's a subtleness. There's a sexiness to, and that's the thing I think we are losing. There's a sexiness to women that is actually being lost by this. Everything has to be so overt. Everything has to be so, like and like even in Instagram, you gotta have yoga pants on, and then you know shake your booty and then turn around. To me, you're losing the subtlety. There's a subtleness, there's a sexiness that's subtle, and that's being lost. So like I said, my advice, man, stay away from porn. It's not what, to me, it would that's a destroyer of imagination. And the world we live in, porn, in the world we live in now, of loneliness, of no family, of no friends, man, porn is perfectly, is like a, I mean, that's like a tomahawk targeted right. It's a perfect, that thing is like, it will home in into your life, and it will take root in there. And so like I said, so yeah, realize what, just be, Yeah, so the camera turned off. I think this thing films in 30-minute increments. So just be careful. Realize what you're being manipulated. It's all realize is the sinisterness behind it. Porn is it serves a purpose, like everything else in this world. This thing is just to dumb people down, where you feed people porn and you feed people stupidity, and then you can do anything. I was reading a report the other day of this F-35 program. How many billions of dollars it's how many billions of dollars it's been spent there. So don't forget, all these things serve a purpose. You dumb a society down, man. You can steal, you can do anything. They go to work, they don't even know. They go to work, you pay them whatever. They don't even they can never organize with each other. You make men and women are fighting each other, and when men and women are fighting each other, well, they don't have family, so they're the perfect. That's a perfect employee. He doesn't have a family, and then to because he doesn't have a family, some of these people are making single people are making a lot of money. So what is the money for? It's just consumerism, just spending it. I mean, branches, going out, everything is. I'm telling you, man, it's everything. There's a purpose. There's a purpose to it. There's a purpose. There's a purpose to everything, man. Everything is. I'm telling you, man. If you pull back, like that picture of the earth of when they're in space and they take a picture of the earth sitting there in darkness. If you pull back, you'll see everything is. I mean, I don't try to say that people are meeting somewhere and coming up. No, but I'm just saying everything lines up or fits like a Lego pieces. They fit together. So you always have to be careful. So, like I said, in this environment we're living of loneliness, of no friendship, no girlfriends, no wife, no family. Yeah, porn is so insidious, man. In the 50s, there was porn. I mean, it was very dumbed down. But back then, what do you need porn when you got a wife? You can get it at home, you know? But I'm saying in this environment where you're just lonely by yourself, guess what? Porn it's a perfect instrument for this kind of thing, and once it gets in you, porn is nasty. You wouldn't, like I said, once it gets in you, it can be, and it will destroy even relationships. If you're trying to create a relationship and create a family, even though if you say this environment is not worth it and you're gonna go to another country, you still need to deprogram your mind from that. Even if you move, even if you say, okay, I can't find anybody decent here and I'm gonna move to Indonesia, you still have to deprogram your mind about meeting somebody, and even that, and the sad thing, that you're even meeting somebody from another culture. So you still have to deprogram your mind. And some of these cultures are more conservative. Doesn't mean they're perfect. No, of course not. Those women in Indonesia, they sleep around, but they are there. It's more. They have to be careful too. So there is not. But like I said, but even you, if you might go to another culture where you find the ladies, you gotta put a ring on it. So what are you gonna do? I mean, now your whole mind has just been programmed to watching porn and thinking everything is like a one night stand. You go to freaking whatever. You go to freaking I don't even know where, Jordan. You meet a lady there, and these people are telling you, man, you gotta put a ring on it, and you're like, your mind is like, what the hell? What do you mean put a ring on it? I thought, I thought we were supposed to just hang out for a few weeks and then we're supposed to get laid and all that. So like I said, I mean, I think I've been rambling on for too long. But me personally, I stopped watching porn because of that reason. I cut it off. Once in a while, I'll go on Pornhub and watch, but I rarely. I really broke that cycle. I used to enjoy watching porn. I cut it off completely, just because of that. This thing will destroy your imagination. It's extremely addicting, and it's extremely addicting. And then once you program your mind to just seeing the graphic imagery, and that's what turns you on by graphic imagery, then you forget the subtlety of the subtlety of just being the subtle things that are sexy out there. And also, like I said, it shapes those women you're seeing. Those are the women you're seeing in porn are like a very small segment of the population. If you get used to thinking that that's what an ideal woman looks like, how many in America, how many people are gonna meet a lady that looks like that? Very few. Those women exist. Maybe they are out of a population of in America, especially the population in America where people are overweight and not in good shape. That's like really less than 5% of the population. You're never gonna meet. In most cases, you'll never meet that girl. You never marry that girl. You never date a girl like that. So when you get yourself program yourself to seeing these women who look like that, how are you gonna go talk to a regular woman, you know, who she may be overweight, she may not be very attractive, and I'm not knocking on anybody, but I'm saying your mind has been programmed to seeing these people who are like the top 5% of beauty and physical attributes. So how are you gonna talk to a normal woman? Every person, I mean, you can really they they their system doesn't compute. It's like Terminator. It goes not does not compute. So that's like I said. That's why you have these young guys who wanna everybody wants a 10. Freaking you want a 10 and what are you? You're like a freaking what do you bring to the table? You can't. I mean, it used to be in the old days. Everybody knew their level. Like, hey, you kind of you. Society was society can be very cruel. It. Everybody knew the cool dude. He got the cool the cute girl, and then the rest of you arranged. You went down by levels. It's not fair, but it's life. But now you got dudes like, oh, I want a hottie. There are all these IG models on Instagram. They're getting all these DMs from these freaking. You never come on, man, dude. Those guys on Instagram, I look at them. Don't get me wrong. I look at them, but do I even think about them in that way? No, hell no. Why am I gonna meet a girl like that? Those guys are taken, man. They can get a dude with money. There's so many simps there who bringing home the bag. You got some of these computer geeks, dude making $200,000 a year. If any girl who's attractive and wants somebody she wants somebody to take care of her. I mean, the guy might not hold any conversation. He might be, but she'll tough it out. Yeah, she'll get that dude. So that's what I'm saying. So like I said, get your mind away from that stuff, man. Meet regular people, meet regular women, women with who are regular and they're not in that, people who, you meet somebody, you hang out, you get to meet regular people who you know, people who have problems, people who they have problems, but they are, they are human. You're meeting a human being. It's not whatever, something that's been edited, a scene that's been edited, and then these guys last 18 minutes. Come on, man, you freaking screwing for 18 minutes, and then now all these people. Now everybody thinks everybody's a wannabe porn star. You gotta have a big dick right now. You gotta last 20 minutes. Come on, give me a freaking break, man. Who has time to last? I mean, yeah, most guys in America, you don't even get laid. We don't even get laid over here, and you're supposed to last 18 minutes. Come on, man. You'd be lucky if she drops her clothes. Some of you guys want to date these IG models or these 10s. You can't remember the last time you had sex. You drop her clothes, just do a little twirl around. You'll be on the floor. Oh! Forget about that, man. Meet a regular girl. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Have fun. Hopefully get something steady. Get a girlfriend. Enjoy sex. It's safer. You can learn new tricks. If you want to watch adult videos together, that can be something you can incorporate in your thing. But to me, I've been rambling on for too long. But anyway, let's cut back on the porn. Let's get out there, try to meet people. Is this environment is not ideal for that? It's hostile. But what are we gonna do? Maybe if this environment is not to your liking, work hard, get out, go somewhere else. You might be more open. Maybe other societies are more conservative. Maybe other societies are looking for for maybe for somebody, maybe they're looking to start a family. You know, it's not nowhere is gonna be perfect. But yes, put yourself out there and try it out. Try. Before you say, it's not worth it, try. Like I said, as long as you take care of your own well-being, don't let people use you. Try, go out there, try to meet people. You learn a lot about human nature. Like I said, there's not a lot of people who are worth it out there. Very few number. You're talking about, out of the percentage, you're talking maybe less than 5% are really worth investing your time and really starting a family with. Majority of them are not worth it. But even then, you go out there, have fun, protect yourself, always protect yourself. You know, don't take advantage of people. You know, you know, just be careful, have fun, but enjoy it. Life is too short, man. You might even, yeah. So anyway, that's my advice for today. I've been rambling on for too long. It's already getting late. Man, gotta go sleep. You know what they say. It is what it is. But like I say, take care of your mental well-being. Stay away from stuff that's corrupting our minds. There's a purpose to all this crap they're feeding us. Like I'm telling you, man, people are making money like there's no tomorrow, man. Always think about that. Later.